Good morning, viewers. You're welcome on the program once again. It is City Stand and Michael De Kunle. All right, the 22nd of July 2025. What do we have on board? What do we have on our papers this morning? Yeah. Before I move deep into the program, I really need to appreciate all our esteemed viewers across the globe for staying glued to the channel. Thank you for your support and love. All right, there are reactions to the protests that took place yesterday across the nation. The publisher of Sarah reporters, Omoyele Sowore, alongside retired police officers, protested yesterday. They protested poor pension and welfare, poor pension, welfare nationwide. We shall be looking at it this morning. These were people that were enforced, against Nigerians during demonstrations, during protests, and they found themselves in the same situation. And Nigerians are reacting to it, and we shall be looking at it this morning. What is the government saying about this? What are Nigerians talking about the protest embarked on yesterday by the retired police officers and Omoyele Sowore? Also, here today, Adeleke, the governor of Osun State, has declared it, has made it known to us that he still remains in PDP. So the defection rumor that has been going up and down has been hovering around about Governor Adeleke of Osun State. He has said it all that he has not defected to any party and is not willing to defect. He remains a bona fide member of the People's Democratic Party. Also in the news this morning, PDP said it all that the party will defeat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027. That's the Tinubu's administration is just a bad market. Is Tinubu's administration a bad market? We shall be looking at this also this morning. But let's quickly see what is on our dailies. This 10. We have the Vanguard newspaper as well as the New Telegraph newspaper. All right, what are they saying? The New Telegraph. Partial compliance as retired police officers protest poor welfare. Partial compliance as retired police officers protest poor welfare. You can see this on pages 3, 6, 27, and 29 of the New Telegraph newspaper. On to the next one, the front page of the paper, still on the Ash police protest, the Ash police protest, decent salaries now. They demand decent salaries, end police slavery, an end to police slavery. That's what they are demanding. We want pensions for retired officers as well as dignity for those in uniform. We move down to another one. 173 Nigerian soldiers set for peacekeeping mission in Guinea-Bissau. This is on page 5 of the New Telegraph newspaper. We move down to another one. Reps probing 25 insurance boys for financial infractions. We move down to page 2. On 2027, Tinubu will be a one-term president, says the People's Democratic Party. Tinubu will be a one-term president, says People's Democratic Party. Says party recalibrating, neck holds this week. Now to the down part of the paper, page 4. Labour Party that makes surprise appearance at Abure's faction meeting. And we move on to the Vanguard newspaper. You can see the pictures of the protesters yesterday on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. They are demanding for decent salaries, an end to police slavery, pensions for retired officers, and they want dignities for those in uniform. Don't forget, I said earlier on that Sowore was part of that protest. They marched to the police headquarters in Abuja yesterday. Activist Omoyele Sowore was there, and we hope that the government see to what they need, both at the state level and federal level. We hope the government see to what they are demanding. Retired policemen protest poor pension welfare nationwide. This is on page 7 of the Vanguard newspaper. Storm National Assembly seek exit from CPS. Protest also in Edo. Protest also in Edo, Plateau, Kwara, Taraba, Cross River. As AIG denies opposing exit from CPS. Okay, we move on to US to Nigerians. We will prosecute ban visa fraudsters from entry. US to Nigerians. We will prosecute ban visa fraudsters from entry. On defection rumor. I am not leaving PDP. I still remain a member of the People's Democratic Party. I'm not the one saying this. This is coming from the governor of Osun State, Ademola Adeleke. I have my respondents here with me this morning and they're ready to dissect these important topics with me. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Mike, our global anchor man. You are most welcome on Citizen this morning, and our global viewers as well, all over the world. I say good morning to all of you, wherever you are. May God bless you. And particularly all of you who have been appreciating of this program. The man who blessed us from Finland yesterday. May God bless you. Mr. Mike delivered what you asked us to give to us. I got my own share of it. May God bless you. And every one of you, wherever you are, remain tuned to Citizen. I remain my humble self, Mr. Omoyele. You are most welcome to Global Citizen this morning.
Michael Daniels, good morning.
Thanks for joining us all over the world. My name is Michael Daniels.
All right, let's quickly look at what happened yesterday across the nation. Protests were staged in places like states like Edo State, Plateau, Kwara, Taraba, Cross River, FCT, the Federal Capital Territory. Sowore was involved. And people are asking, they are reacting to that situation. That these are people that were used against us during demonstrations,
Yes.
on several occasions.
Yes.
Michael, how would you react to this?
Um, I want to first salute the courage and the doggedness of Omoyele Sowore. And for me, I think he has demonstrated that it's not just about shouting and always pitch his tent against the police most of the time since he began his struggles from his university days and all of that. He has demonstrated that it's about injustice to one that becomes injustice to all. And he pitched his tent with the Nigerian police yesterday, as we see, uh, that and he practically led the protest to the force headquarters. Much as I agree with the school of thought that police have not conducted themselves properly in this country, generally speaking now, even though we have some fine officers, we have some officers that are dutiful and doing their jobs effectively. We also have especially among the rank and files, those that are maligning that institution by way of their conduct and all of that. But I also know that government must begin to pay attention to things like this. These are officers that have sometimes we leave their families, go to the barracks that are not habitable, which government has provided for them, and all of that. The condition, the working condition of an average police officer is not correct, and we government must begin to pay attention to this. These are people that while Nigerians are asleep, if they are on duty, they have to be on the road, they have to be on the street, and all of that. I think they deserve better working condition and better lifestyle. So I want to separate their some of their misconduct from government responsibility. It's not only police. Some of these, other security agencies, you'll be shocked, especially what they get after retiring. And I think that's the angle I want to address it from. We're told that after about 35 years of service in the police, all you are entitled to is about 2 million naira or less. That is like sentencing one to death after putting your active years into the service of that institution. An average senator goes home with about 30 million every month. Look at that ratio, look at that disparity. It's incomparable, it's incomprehensible, and all of that. So, our government must pay attention, must listen to the voice of the officers. And it's so unfortunate again, Michael, that the oppressor, we always use the oppressed against the oppressed. And you saw it clearly yesterday that despite the fact that Omoyele Sowore was fighting for retired police officers and even 7 police officers, I know that some 7 police officers would have loved to be part of that protest, Michael. But because of the threats, because of the code of conduct of their operations, they were restrained to openly come out to be part of that. But a lot of them support what Sowore is doing. A lot of them, because you are serving today, you'll be retired tomorrow. You are in service today, it is clear. It's a fact. It's a must that you'll be retired tomorrow. So you have an idea of what your retirement days will look like. That is the picture of those retirees that were on the street yesterday, looking haggard, looking unkept, and all of that. That is the picture of what the people in service now are going to face. If an average police officers will look beyond what government is saying, there is nothing wrong for them to have down to even that yesterday and be part of that protest to show that no, we don't want this kind of lifestyle when we retire, when we put all our active days in service, Michael.
All right, like I said earlier on, these are people that were once used, they were once enforced, against us during demonstrations. And of course, what we're fighting for, what Nigerians have always been fighting for, is good governance, agitation for good governance. But in this case now, they found themselves in this precarious situation. Would you say Nigeria has happened to them, Mr. Olajide?
Mr. Mike, what's happening to police pension issue is well deserved for them. Yes, it's well deserved for them. I differ from what Mr. Mike said, in the sense that these are the people that are being used to oppress Nigerians. Now, because of some income that comes to them in a corrupt way, that blindfold their eyes. You see, in injustice, the power that be, the power of the state, is dishing out onto Nigerians. Because by the time any Nigerians have anything with police, they don't allow normal procedure to follow through. They will subject you to extortion, corruption practices, mostly financial. So that's how they are going to them. They be enjoying, they be getting this. So it's a blindfolding them of what their retirement future is, what it's all about. They don't care. While they're in service, the largest that come through a corrupt way to their hands, blindfolding them, they don't care about what they no, what is in place for them after retirement. So that's why they don't care. They are willing tools that's usually being deployed easily by the power of the state against Nigerians, against citizens. And they do it, with overzealousness. You remember NSAS that brought the arm of the establishment into non-existence again, which is SARS. Because of this other money other money sources of money that almost accuse them in a corrupt way, that has blindfolded their senses. They don't care to know when citizens are fighting for their fundamental human rights. They take side on the side of government. They force their way against people. They fight against people. They brutalize people. Masses. They don't listen to masses at all. When masses protesting, they are launched out against masses and brutalize people masses. So that it doesn't make sense to them that look what Nigerian masses are asking for. Can we even listen to it? Does it even make any sense? No. They are easily happy to be released and arm onto Nigerians. Now, when they are no longer in that service, when that office is no longer rather than longer occupy that office, and that money they normally get from in the corrupt way that normally accrues to them is no longer forthcoming now. They are only dependent on what will be paid to them as their retirement pension every month, and now it's not forthcoming. Now they are not facing the reality of what Nigerians are protesting for while they were in office, when they are being used against Nigerians. So it is time for them to take share of the bad practices they've allowed to linger on in Nigeria. That is it, Mr. Mike. That's the truth. And I'm telling you, it's a time of reaping of what you have sown. They will reap it fully. Yes, they will reap it fully. God is not a mocking, he's not a joker. You know what he's doing. Because when you know this is the right thing to be done, you are taking side because of the little thing that's coming to your pocket in a corrupt way. Not necessarily when you go to a police station now, because you complain, you must pay to a policeman who is sitting on the register to write your case. You have come to lodge a case in the station. Before you will write your matter in the police book, you must pay him. He must collect money from you. If your case is eventually documented and sent to IPO, before IPO will take up your case and investigate, you must pay. If you are invited to police station before you are let go, you will not be let go freely. You must pay bail. Any little thing, you must collect money from you. Corruption. So all this money they have been getting through this corrupt way, they have blindfolded their senses of to fight for Nigeria, to fight alongside Nigerians. When Nigerians are complaining of this bad, that is bad, but they forgot that their own pension too is in danger. Now they are facing it.
We understand, and I'm sure we are aware of the allocations of funds given to this institution.
So let them eat the fruit of what they are also sown. But
I can see that your opinion is different from
that's why I started from the beginning. I started different from him. Yes, what is the seed of what they are sown, what they are reaping the fruit now. when Nigerians are complaining of this, of that, of that, they are the one that was deployed against Sowore, this same Sowore now, number of time this year, on subsidy, on hardship, on everything. It's the same police people that were deployed against Nigerians were brutalized. Tear gas, and you saw it in Abuja now.
But despite increased security budgets,
Yeah.
why are they still earning poverty wages? Why?
That's what I'm stressing. When Nigerians see all these anomalies, these abnormalities in the system, and we rise up in protest, it's the same people that have been deployed against us to crush, if you know, inflict brutality and injury on us. They don't take side. They don't seriously that Nigerians are okay. What these people are protesting is their legitimate right. Let us identify with them. They don't do that. So now, because of the peculiarly little thing that's coming to them, you know, all those I mentioned, that's lying in their pocket. They are enjoying their pocket is full with money. Unlike Nigeria who are not having much in their pocket. Now they are no longer in that service. The reality is now dawning on them that the only way they are left with is just the spend that will be coming at the end of every month at their pension. And external force coming. Now they are now seeing the reality of it. So they are now beginning to see the reality of the month. They were expressing fully those as Nigerians as a president that made us to be protesting. That's their own time to begin to express it now.
Does it mean we don't have good ones among them?
Okay, they are the same. They behave the same way.
All of them.
They all be same.
They all bad eggs.
They all behave the same way. They all, once they give them instruction, they all go the same way. Their command is the same. They operate command structure, so it's the same way.
Have you had any experience?
Oh, with Mr. Mike, okay. you used to have had.
Talking out of experience.
You used to have had. You're in Nigeria. You live this country. You know. So that's this. Because look, when you see something bad and people are raising complaint about it, identify with it. Just be objective. Is it really bad or not? But when you feel that it doesn't concern me, I'm not concerned.
Why do you pity them?
Okay, we must look beyond the attitude of some of the bad officers. As I said earlier, all of them are not bad. There are good and bad in every institution, and that's the way I always see it. We must look beyond some of these attitudes. I understand
their weaknesses.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I understand the issues that OJ is trying to raise, but we must look, because if you talk about it's not only police. Okay, what is the retirement benefit of teachers? What is the retirement benefit of even doctors? Are we not seeing doctors going? Some are already threatening strike, as we talked about yesterday. Yes. Now, so are we talking about the fact that okay, those doctors were terribly bad? That is why that was happening to them, or that's what's happening to them? No, beyond the fact that police is involved now, we are looking at generally that the retirement benefit of civil servants generally, government officials and all of that, apart from the politicians are well taken care of. Political appointees are well taken care of. Some of these governors still collect stuff, even long after they have exited and all of that. So they have made proper plans for themselves, even when they are no longer in government, when they are no longer in service. But they have not done the same to those that are not politicians, to those civil servants, to those agencies, parastatals, and all of that. And I see the danger in what we are talking about now. That is why you have seen monumental corruption in our system. I'm not justifying anything, but the moment people cannot see their future being taken care of, they would rather want to take care of it while they are still there now and grab as many things that they can grab. But if you know that by the time you are leaving service, your health insurance is settled, you have an accommodation, you have some of these benefits, it will naturally stem this urge to take what is not yours while you're in service. So we must begin to look beyond police. We look at what politicians are giving themselves and what they are dishing out to an average civil servant. See, the civil service is one of the most corrupt institutions in our nation today. Why? Because the same reason, I'm not sure what is ahead. So while I'm in the system now, let me see what I can do. And so government must begin to look beyond the fact that okay, police are protesting today. What is the take home after putting 10, 20, 30 years of service in a system? What is in it for me?
How can we address this
Exactly.
issue?
So the moment people see that okay, we now have at least a reasonable package, then there will be less of some of this monumental looting that we are seeing in our system.
And OJ, I know you still have one or two to say, but don't you think the poor police welfare, is responsible for the rise in corruption?
Mr. Mike, I quite understand the angle Mr. Mike is talking about. The younger Mike, Mr. Gentle Mike, is talking about it. I'm not insensitive to the plight of retirees not have access to their pension deals. I'm talking of when you willfully suppress genuine expression of of abnormalities. Why you are not, because you are opportune to extra financial monetary income into your pocket, which is not legitimate way. You are brutalizing, you are suppressing, you are even maybe you are even killing some of them.
And that's why I say, don't you think their poor welfare
Mr. Mike
is responsible for this corruption?
No, it's a matter of
we are talking about.
It's a matter of people who have been maimed, who have lost their life, family who have lost their loved ones, family breadwinners who have lost due to recklessness, overzealousness of these people. So when Nigerians are coming out and express their grievances of some bad policies, they have got a few extra corrupt way of making some money to your pocket, which have declared your sense of reason that now when you're no longer in that system, now the reality of what they were fighting for now is now dawning on you. So I also not pity you in that condition too, that you're now experiencing, because you have caused havoc, you have caused.
Are you not looking at it from this angle of government not being responsible
Mr. Man,
in taking care of them?
Whatsoever was, if look, what happened is this: he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. If you are not coming, if you are not clean-handed, then equity matters. When is it done on you? Because nature has a way of bringing it back to you too. To test,
you are still on what you are.
Yes, to test on what you have inflicted on people.
So you are not looking at the failure on the part of the Nigerian government.
For the fact that the joint government is suppressing people's genuine concern. They are the instrument of terror, they are the instrument of brutality in the hands of government. I mean, they should have also, just you can sometimes you look at your boss face. Sometimes they say if you look at your boss face and examination, but sometimes we may tell no sir, this can't you consider this people. It's not convention of existence. Make a subtle appeal to your boss that sir, can we look into what people are talking about? Are they making any sense? But you're always overzealous, willing to go out and crush and destroy and maim and attack them.
You know some of these guys are demoralized.
Mr. Mike, and you see, as much as I don't talk sentimentally. I don't talk.
So how can a demoralized person fight crime?
They are not demoralized. There are other means of making money, which is not official, which is not legitimate for them. That is what is making them not to. That's what they declare a sense of objectivity and reasoning and concern that sometimes you appeal to your boss, sir. What before it's the best to go and call him, sir? Can we listen? Can you please stop? Stop
when another is given.
Yes. See, other
obey before what?
See, they are not quite. It's not a military government. It's not a military. Police is not a military formation. It's a civil formation. In other countries of the world, they don't call them for Nigeria. They call them civil defense. Nigerian police is a civil something. It's not a military force like military. No, they are not military. So it's not the same thing. They are not command. Okay. So what I'm saying is that in as much as they have the opportunity of also just appealing to their boss that hello sir, can we solve better? No, this way with these people what they are demanding of. But you are overwhelming, overzealous to go out, to go and cross, destroy, name, and destroy them. Now it's not dawning on you. Yes, taste of what you have also sown to the life of people too. So that's it. I understand for angle Mr. Mike is talking about. If there to be another institution, I won't talk this way. If you talk about teacher, this is not the way I will talk. If you talk about doctors, this is not the way I will talk. If you talk about civil servants, this is not the way I will talk. The police, we were once in this country, we we protested against answers now. It's the citizen that stopped SARS from operation, not the government, not IG really. It's the citizen that rose up and all over the country that rose up in protest that this brutality arm of your system is killing us. We don't want it again.
All right, away from that, it seems we can't move you from.
No. They are testing from what they have sown. Let them reap it fully until God have mercy on them and turn a new leaf on them.
All right,
yes,
thank you so much, OJ. Let's move down to Osun State.
All right.
The governor, Ademola Adeleke, is saying that he's telling us that he has not defected and he's not leaving the People's Democratic Party. But the question I want to ask now is that why is
Senator,
you said
is lawmakers.
Why is defection rumor trailing PDP governors?
See,
and why has Adeleke not shifted? Is he looking for a bigger deal or what?
I don't really think Adeleke has gotten the
right deal.
Yeah, or what? I don't think he has gotten the substance of this matter of ensuring Southern presidency continuity. You don't have to leave your party. If you did not leave PDP to APC, he's still in PDP. He's still in control of PDP up to now. It was still a person that chased Atiku out of PDP. I'm telling you, but they don't allow Atiku to control the structure of the PDP. You don't have to leave your party. It's a matter of what saving is Domu's interest. 2027 is not. You can still remain your party, control your party on all other areas of electoral offices, Senate, House of Assembly, House of Rep, and rest, chairman. Then when you come to presidential election, you now give your vote to your preferred choice of the South. But this issue of trying that if I remain my party, I may lose my government. It's just because it's insecurity that's driving him. Otherwise, at least not even negotiation. Mr. President, we can clear the whole state for his party, PDP. Then when it comes presidency, he swing it to the same thing Makinde did in your state. Abi, I mean, these people have done this thing successfully. Why must he leave your party? So that means he is confused of all this, what the substance of that matter really is. If he says it's not defecting, how come some of the lawmakers are defected to APC? Who gave them permission? Can they do it without his authority? So that means I don't know the game is playing. I just hope he doesn't burn his finger at the end of the day. Is
this just a political drama or the reality on ground? Is he truly loyal to PDP or is just playing games?
No, Nelson Wiki has shown us a template, and I think they are probably following that template. That you don't even actually need to leave your party to work against your party. The template is clear from what Nelson Wiki did in PDP. So we may not really see him leave practically, but for me, his body language shows that his spirit has left the party, and probably his body that is left. So you don't have to, as OJ said, you don't have to leave your party to work against your party. And I think that's the card Adeleke is playing.
And the defection of the lawmakers, is that a signal?
Of course it is. When you see such moves, it shows you the direction of where things are going. So he is the last man standing that needs to move. He may not really move just to keep telling people that it's in PDP while it's already working for the opposition.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. OJ, I really appreciate your contribution. All right, good morning. What is it? Mr. Femi, you're welcome on the program.
I will say good morning to our viewers across the globe. I thought this is your position.
Okay. Good morning. How was the journey? You traveled out of the country, right?
No, not really.
That's why.
I went into incommunicado, just to study, do some certain research, and be able to bounce back more loaded.
More loaded. I'm sure you're going to talk about Omoyele Sowore today. That's a good friend. He staged a protest alongside police officers.
Yes.
So
I'm not looking at. He's not the one. He's not the one that staged the protest. The retired police officer. This thing has been there for years. The retired, yes.
But he was there.
Yes, he was there. There's no normal paparazzi. You can see what the paper reported.
What paparazzi?
No. What I'm saying is this: is that it was not expected. The kind of protest that we expected was not massive. Yes, this is where most of the problem lies.
Please.
Yes, the police system is highly unprofessional, and it's contributing a lot to the issue of insecurity. When the police are not being taken care of properly, they are not being provided for. What do you expect? They go extra mile to make sure that they keep body and soul together. That's the way what you are facing. But brother, look at the billions and billions and billions and billions these guys are looting and taking away. But still, those who are supposed to keep the society and bring sanity among the social class are being kept in penury, even after serving them, defending them, carrying gun on their behalf, stopping us from even assessing them. Look at the poor condition most of them are living in. No, it's a very bad one. So, Sowore's presence there for me is okay, but would that change anything? That's the problem. Would that change anything? I see our police system is highly, but even those who feel the only time you can get some level of, maybe you meet most of them who are at the top level, but anything, all these people around us, was they are not giving Nigerians anything called policing. They are busy on daily basis intimidating Nigerians and extorting. And look at it, where their boys are living in mansions, driving Porsche cars. So it's unfortunate. Retired policemen, for that matter, retired. You are saying it's a retired policeman. But it's unfortunate. How much do you want to pay them? How much do you want to give them? Most of them has died waiting for
their pension.
Millions. You can remember the guy that carried the pension fund running to billions of naira. Bros, we didn't hear anything again after that, and that has come. So this is how they have been doing it on daily basis. One day somewhere, I don't want to mention the state, you saw a man with walking stick, the civil servant that has worked for Nigerian government, is only seeking for pension, and most of them does not even get that pension until they die. The process, the sun, that they will stay under the sun, they will tell them to come tomorrow. They will 80-something-year-old man, and the people who are sitting on top of that money, you are seeing them every day. They don't have conscience. And still, Nigeria has not been able. No government. I've never seen any government, including Jonah. I've never seen any government that have been able to handle this issue of pension to the satisfaction of Nigerians. From the state to the local government to the federal level, bros, this is what they have been experiencing. And the government know, bro, you know why? Because it's a cartel thing. You are looting, I'm looting. So don't even come close. Because they know what they are doing. I was discussing with somebody behind the camera. I said, why is Nigeria? Because I can remember when I came to this town very newly. I had the privilege. And maybe because that was where my orientation actually changed. To find myself in the midst of the likes of Ghanaian as at that time, as small as I am. And I can still remember that when they were selling fuel, 11 naira, Ghanaian did the statistics. Nigeria is supposed to be buying fuel as at that time 1 naira per liter. So where are all those money? Where are they? So they are deliberately keeping Nigerians under oppression. And police system is no exemption. I can tell you.
Femi, is their poor welfare the reason you have high level of corruption in the police force?
Yes, of course. Nigeria happened to police, and police is happening to us. Like it is happening to everybody. So Nigeria police, they are not exempted. They are also facing what we are facing, to the extent that their job has become a mockery. Nobody will want his son or his daughter to join Nigeria police. I'm telling you, if you hear anybody that is doing police, people usually underrate them, mock them, because the job is full of darkness. It's full of insane. The other day we saw one actress where he was talking. One police officer carry gun and he was running after the lady. Somebody say, ah. So the bomb are so important in Nigeria, to the extent that you still even need the police to be guiding it. Oh, I mean, what are you guiding now? Is it the bomb or the woman? People are like, what is the meaning of this? And that's what is happening. You see our Nigerian police officer carry umbrella for one rich woman. Now he go carry my for madam go to that Nigeria police that Nigeria spend our money to train. That Nigerian is spend, you will see them carry money for big men. Because there is no food for them. Who said if you want to, somebody make a suggestion that if they want to eradicate, corruption in Nigeria, they should start from police, and they should increase police salary to 200,000. I'm talking about more than 10 years ago. Now, that if our police are well fit, okay, what thing you want give me?
That is it.
What thing you want? And this thing is happening everywhere. It's not only police, so like I said earlier. Okay, yes, Nigeria system has been so, bastardized to the extent that if you want to reform it, I don't know where you will go back to. If I say from the beginning, it will be worse than from the beginning, because this is the logic. Okay, Mr. Michael, today I'm working for government. Okay, ordinarily my 2 kids have been taken care of. My aged mother, has been taken care of. I have like 3 brothers. They have been taken care of. Tell me, where will that my quest for money that I want to build a house for the old generation, where will it come from? But because we have been raised like this very, very long time ago, when some people will be, trekking on the road, and you will see some people riding us, and when their horse even eat you, they will say, do you know the meaning of that? They are riding horse. If their horse eat you, I've heard somebody sue somebody that because horse eat him, and when he reach court, they say, you don't know what Yoruba said that. That means if I'm riding horse, I cannot be saying, oh yeah, leave road. So if you don't leave road, if horse eat you, that is a pure sadist and capitalist system that Nigeria has been, practicing for very long time, and it has now hit deep to the extent that if I have opportunity today, I want to take care of my mother, take care of my brother, take care of almost about 1,000 people around me. Unfortunately, if it has been before that, government has taken care of everybody, or everybody has been taken care of. Where will I be that quest for money that I want to be like? Imagine somebody have like almost 1,000 pieces of house in Abuja. One person. No. It's a kleptomaniac. That is madness. It's a kleptomaniac or something. So it is this one. But unfortunately, so do you know that some people are still mocking them, forgetting that they are also victims of circumstances. Although they have their own, but I'm telling you, they are also victims of Nigeria. Nigeria police, they are also victims of Nigeria. Do you know, since the day of Yaradua, Nigeria government has tried to increase police salary, for where up to this moment they are still giving them a penury. I have inspector as a brother. Ask him money, they are still giving them penury, money that is not enough for some of them. Yes, now to eat, how to drink.
These people spend money on political offices, political activities, and all of that. Billions of naira.
Yes.
And can't fund.
Mike, do you know even where this protest was actually going on in Abuja? They were still trying to shed Sowore from. You understand? Sometimes you imagine that. So if it is good for you, it is. No, you don't even need to cross the line anymore. But that is not correct. Look at police service in some insane nations around the world. Just like what Femi was pointing out, the burden of being a policeman in Nigeria. It's enormous. Starting from where they are being trained, the kind of training they give them, where they are carrying out their police operations, the same thing. Then if you go to police to want to go and report a case, they'll ask you to go and buy fuel, buy document, buy paper, buy uniform, buy biro, buy food for before
For
they
the
can eat,
officer.
for the officer before they can even
interrogate.
give you service. Then you will now pay operation money.
Especially if it is money you are looking for. You
Bros.
use money to look for money.
Bros, I'm telling you, that is not correct. The system cannot work. And the people who are breeding these things are the people these police people are protecting. Go to their houses. You see more than 200, 300 policemen guarding only one person. And in the morning, they will empty one bag of rice for them. They will chop. Then, we are still under police. I think every Nigerian, go and look at the number. Who are they protecting? They're only protecting those who are inflicting, who are causing even more problem for them. So it's unfortunate. And what they say they're going to, oh God, it's not police alone, but our army too are part of what is going on.
Yes, now.
Well, the system is corrupt.
Our Nigeria army, how much are they paying them?
Very corrupt.
Korofo, how much are they paying them? The money that, Mr. Michael, the money they are paying some officer, Korofo, is not enough for 3 of us. If you
Breakfast.
If you sit down, we want to eat and dine and wine and dine. I'm telling you, it's not enough. Before you cut their graphics, Nigeria money. Oh, it's like Hosanna.
You know, most of them
Like
do. That's why most of them do this job out of frustration. But they were not. They were banned from speaking out against it. Yes. This was a retired officer.
Yes, now.
Go and meet any serving officer in Nigeria. Whether he will ever tell you say that this system is bad, they will not tell you that.
They will cry. They are crying.
So they died in silence, and they operate in silence, and they operate under a burden they cannot be able to defy, simply because they needed to be engaged in something that can be giving them, even if it's ordinary pure water on daily basis, not even to talk of setting their family. So they go extra mile to intimidate Nigerians.
Yes, now.
To survive.
To survive.
Frustration.
That's what is happening.
Bring frustration on us. Frustrate us.
Apart from that, so how do you now factor all these things in? That see, bro, Nigerians are facing. Surviving Nigeria is not easy. I'm telling you. If you pass, there are more than 1,000 security agencies protecting government that are looting Nigerians. How do you justify that? Police here, they clear this one tomorrow. They clear this one tomorrow. They clear all the.
Our IG now shamelessly come out that they are not going to protest again. They are going to respond to them. Do we need them to protest before it get to this place? I could remember one of them cry. Pension, he collect 1.5 million naira. 35 years in service, 1.5. He started crying. What is meaning of this? 1.5 million naira of Nigeria today. You cannot buy a car that will be moving very well with 1.5. If you buy a car of 1.5, okay, maybe you are a mechanic, you know how to repair well. Otherwise, as you are going, your motor will just say, I'm not going again. That is what motor will just tell you, I'm tired, I'm not going again. As simple as that.
All right, let's visit the comment section and see what our esteemed viewers are saying there. This is Moses saying that I lived in this country for years now. They don't take light here. After a year, prepaid meter distributed to everyone for free. I think it lives in Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah, it lives.
Cote d'Ivoire, yeah, in Africa.
They don't take lights. Prepaid meter, distributed for everyone for free. Yeah. Says
For free. Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah,
you pay money, you will not see.
An argument broke out yesterday regarding what is saying here about the way our power is being handled, electricity is being handled. It's kind of very, very disappointing. All right, let me just move on. Favor Alexander, I am enjoying this. I just pray that Kunle and that his friend don't come back this morning.
Oh God, they are coming. No, the PR your ear. You go hear woto. You go hear when.
They are here already.
Prepare.
Okay. GOA, Adeleke doesn't need to join APC, but I already said it. Osun State people are in confusion. Oh, okay, you can see the Kule you're talking about. You can see it now. Okay. All right, let's move down to Osun State. There's this defection rumor that broke out That was last week. It was in the news. It was everywhere. And the governor of the state, Ademola Adeleke, has come out to say that he still remains a bona fide member of the People's Democratic Party. He's not living anywhere. But in Nigerian politics, is loyalty still relevant? Is loyalty still relevant? Is it?
To an extent, those who reward loyalty is relevant for them. You know, someone like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he knows how to reward loyalty. So those one can be said that loyalty, works for them. You understand? And in loyalty, you are intend to build a certain structure, whether negative or positive. That's what it is. But in Nigerian politics today, loyalty is factored based on interest.
On interest?
Yes, that's how it works in this part of the world. So politics is not really what it's supposed to be. The way they play it here, you understand? So if you look at loyalty, how to reward loyalty politically, you cannot say that people reward loyalty in Nigeria politically. To an extent, the only person I have seen that would have done that to an extent is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If you can look at the number of people who has been there with him for years, I don't think there's anyone he has forgotten. And the funniest thing, those who are very closer to him is that, at every point in time, he can send for you for one particular mission or the other. That's the nature of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I think that was one of the things that has kept him, to that level where he is today. Because he knows that, for you to be loyal to be, what is called loyalty? There should be this extreme interest, one, for the boss, one, two, it must be selfless, three, it must be seen to be transparent, four, it must deliver. So all those attributes is what Tinubu actually rewards in loyalty. But outside that completely, I would say that political loyalty, let me put it that way, is centered basically on interest.
Now, is this loyal to the party? We saw him visit President Bola Ahmed Tinubu some months ago when the president paid a visit to Lagos here. He was there with Davido and his father.
Well, Mr. Michael, like Onyesi said, loyalty don't just come. Loyalty comes with interest. If there is no interest in a particular place, loyalty is not cheap. You have to give me something before I give you my loyalty. So, and if I weigh my loyalty with my interest, if it doesn't match, then I can move on. So, I think what Adeleke is doing now, that's the best, is to maintain his ground. Why?
Is he following the step of Wike? Wike is in PDP and is still working for APC. Is that the new trend? Is that the latest?
The problem is that
politics in town.
It is Wike, somebody like Wike, that caused all this kind of a thing, because Wike has made PDP to look like a dilapidated house. The kicking of Wike, he has kicked so many people out of PDP, and it has made PDP to be look like a powerless party now. This battle in Nigeria is not bad. You cannot waka come. If only you waka come, they are going to beat you. So at this moment, any governor or anybody that want to contest need party to rally around. He need party to rally around him. So and where is that PDP now? The PDP, house of PDP now is in confusion. You cannot even know who to trust again in PDP. So without this thing put together, we make somebody like Adeleke to be, confusing and be jittering that what is it going to happen to me if I contest under PDP? Is it sure for me? Even if the whole PDP rally and gather themselves and be with me, am I safe in the hand of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and APC and INEC? Number one. Number two, now, if I say I want to go there, he want to go, let me tell you, Adeleke want to go. It is APC that has not accepted him. And acceptance I'm talking about is that they will not say, they don't say you should not decamp, but if you decamp, you will kill. That means you are going to do primary. And if they are going to do primary, there is tendency that is going to lose. Because somebody that APC want to use in 2027 is there, doing the Ministry of Marine Water or whatever, there. Is there every day. They are invigorating him financially, everything. They are The arsenal is there increasing every day. So it's not sure for him anywhere. But I want to advise him, and I like him that he should stay. I like the decision he's taking now by staying in PDP. Even if you want to fall, fail honorably. Yoruba will say, if an elephant will fall, he will fall with his majesty. Fall with your dignity. Fall in PDP, and people will know that you actually maintain your ground. Even if you don't have, must you be governor 2 times? I don't know why. It's like sometimes these people, these our politicians, they so like.
See, they've seen it as a birthright.
I don't know. I don't know their problem. This political thing
right?
is so sweet, yo. It's so sweet to understand that anything that we call them their second time, some of them cry, some of them bitter, they kill, they can do anything to come second time.
All right, let me move to the comment section again. As Lesong is saying, rewarding loyalty without considering competency is what Tinubu is doing. Rewarding loyalty without considering competency is what Tinubu is doing.
Well,
administration.
You can say that, but to us, these people, they are not competent. But to Tinubu, they are competent. If you ask him any of his minister, he can only mark little one of them. Oh,
Adeleke, Adeleke, right?
You see, the Alakes. When you talk about the Alake, I think it's a mineral resources, solid mineral. All those ones, they are just a little bit obscure, something that their impact may not be felt very well. Look at some minister that can shape this country. Minister of Defense. Let's talk about that one. Minister of Agriculture, Minister of Finance, Minister of Power. All these key ministerial appointments, they are very, very important. You see all those solid mineral that Aboki has taken over in Zamfara. You want to go, Oga, you will.
Blue Marine.
Blue Marine economy is very, very vibrant too. Blue Marine economy, if you know, water resources is not a small thing now. Do you know that blue marine? That means almost everything related to water. Anything on sea, if they can work on it very well, with Oga, we can go through that one.
And on the world,
are we still having that office, Blue Marine?
Yes.
Office. Are we still having it?
You have it.
Tinubu appoint a minister in that regard.
Oh yes, don't tell me you don't know.
I know. Has he appointed another person in that ministry?
He's still there now.
Okay, you tell he's still there.
Minister of Mame Water.
All right, on the welfare of the police, we have Chief Udeze Chima saying police officers in Nigeria don't deserve any mercy. They are the same people Buhari used in killing the Lekki toll gate protesters, who unfortunately were protesting for the welfares of the police.
Well, I'm
not saying it's true. I wanted to say you were actually protesting.
Let me tell you one
You're
thing.
actually asking for.
I disagree with Udeze Chima, Abi.
Okay, Udeze Chima.
I disagree with him because let me tell you.
But
you will not.
At that point.
I'm coming. You will not. I'm coming. May God not let you fall into that category. You should just say amen. The leader of a slave is also a slave. This police, do you think some of the things that they are doing there, they are doing it with their own will? But when you have somebody that you cannot even look at his face, and there is no option for you, let me tell you, some of them that you see that they join Nigeria police is their last option. They have nowhere to go. I know some people, after they write WAEC like 10 times, they couldn't pass WAEC and they didn't get any admission. They look left and right. And what next is to go and collect police form. And because they are not Omo Igbo, they don't know how to do business. It is Omo Igbo that I'm Omo Igbo. I want to serve my Oga, and eventually it's going to establish my own something for me. And you will now say I should go and carry one stick or one gun, and you will be paying me 40,000 naira. They will not listen. But some of our boys here, some of them don't even know where to go again. I've seen somebody, I don't want to mention him. The guy has stayed in the house for a very long time, committing a lot of crime. You cannot say how many times he has committed offense, sleep in police station. The day you went to go and cry for one police officer that I want to become police, that one says it's a lie. You cannot become police. He said, I'm tired. I have nowhere to go. I want to become police officer. And they apply form for him. Those are the kind of people you find in Nigeria police. Majority of them, they are not wish to do that kind of a thing. Ask them, do you want to be a Nigeria police? They will say no, but they have nowhere to go. Learning work, they can. Let me tell you, as old as I am now, you say I should come and learn one year work. I cannot learn. No, this brain don't block. That is the problem. So they themselves, they are victim. They are victim of that circumstances, and you cannot generalize it. You cannot. That thing that's happened in that place. Is it the whole Nigeria police that come to that place? And if you are a police, if they give you order, if you say no, you know the consequence. Even soldier, our soldier, you say no to the order. You know what they come with in now? They commercialize you. Everybody they go commercial law. Everybody they go
Marshall.
well, martial you are gone. You are a gunner. So all this kind of thing, you have to look at it before you join. Nigeria police work is not a small work. The day of your duty, you know you must resume. No excuse, nothing. And if they give you instruction, you must follow it.
All right, Favor Alexander Onyeze, calm down. Allow this police to suffer what the Nigerian people have been complaining about. Let them feel the pain too. This is coming from Favor.
Yes, Favor. I want to agree with you completely. But let us understand that just like what Femi is saying, they are not privately employed. These people are employed by the government. Are we actually going to face them out, police system completely out, then introduce private police system where individuals, I think to an extent, if you look at even private guards, they behave more reasonable than our Nigerian police. I don't know whether I am correct on that regard. Compare. Then if you say decentralized police, if they finally decentralized police, where I've been advocate of that, Mike. Please remember that I wanted a local government policing, I wanted a state policing, I wanted, put it in that category. Let us see what will happen. Let every local government in Nigeria, 770 local government in Nigeria, have their own police network system, different from the state. Maybe we will begin to see some level of, professionalism. But you see, all these things have been modeled up under residual or concurrent list. But Nigerians are dying on daily basis as a result of this. I know it's deliberate. What the rot in the Nigerian police is deliberate, and it is being championed by the leadership of this country. But unfortunately, them, in Nigeria, the mentality is that once you become a police, then everybody bows to you. And if you refuse to bow, then you are disobeying the federal government. Well, do you understand that kind of mentality? Then when you see a policeman, you run away. Then if you go there, they say police is your friend. But nobody has ever gone to police station and be able to discover that right inside the police station there, the police is actually your friend. That they can even do a certain job for you without put it down. You know what I mean? So the whole system, bros, that's why I said it as we're saying it. Anybody that has never listened to Fela Nicola Okuti, I don't know what your perception about him, but go and listen to what Fela said concerning everything that's happening in Nigeria today. It has a solution. Everything, both corruption, both the economy, both everything, both the disintegration of Nigeria. Fela made everything, stated everything in his.
All right, let's move down to Gbenga George Femi. Police native, we wear uniform. Police native, we wear uniform.
Not be only them, the whole Nigeria. No, who produce police?
Being a policeman is a choice. You can't ask me to pity for someone who killed because he received an order to do so.
Who produce police? Those police, are they Ghanaian? That police, are they Ghanaian? Are they from Ivory Coast? Now me and you give back to them. And our products. That's why I'm saying this. In fact, Nigeria police is an example of what I usually say that. When we are talking about government, forgetting that we are also part of that government. Now, my brother and your brother, they do police. Are they commissioner? Are they politician? Yet, see the bunch of corruption we are talking about them. Today, ordinary last mile in Lagos State, if they give them uniform, they have become government. They are like this. Who produced them? Last mile in Lagos State, are they from Ghana? Or are they from Cotonou? Now, Nigeria. Now, my brother and your brother. So, if you say they are thief, they are thief, but they are our products. Is it only Nigeria police? Custom? You don't read custom? Oh, you don't read Nigeria army? Oh, I've been a NEPA. NEPA that time. NEPA of those days. The corruption.
Let me not to cut you short. Were they actually trained to behave in this direction? I don't know whether they were actually trained. I know that the circumstances, there's so much pressure on them, to survive, on that direction. But professionally, would you want to tell me that the police system or training, they are being trained to behave anti-human? I want to understand, because virtually every security system, yet citizens of their own modern country. The army does that. The custom does that. Just like what Femi is saying. The Kai, everybody does that. Instead of correcting somebody, okay, caution, don't do this, do this. They intend to intimidate you, and they will tell you that ignorance is not a law. When you know that at the process of getting justice, they prepared injustice for you.
Yes, no.
And they will come and tell you that, okay, I experienced something somewhere along Agege. Let me just say it. Pen Cinema. Is it Agege or Pen Cinema? Yes, Pen Cinema. Where they have the rail something, So I was trying to buy bitter cola. As an old man I am. Then I bought the bitter cola. Then as I looked down, I saw the minister of some guys just were picking people along the rail. They said they want to ease themselves.
Okay, Kai,
on a Sunday day. But listen, I want to explain something to you. Kai, on a Sunday day, then they were picking these people, and these people were paying money. And I walked down to that place, and I said, "Oh, God, who is your boss?" They said, "Who are you?" "Yeah, okay, from where?" I said, "Who is in charge of this place?" They said, "It's one man there." And I approached him. I said, "Is there any sign that people should not abuse this environment, either urinate or anything that you place around here?" So you intentionally created a trap just to extort money. That's how the police system works. That's how every agency in Nigeria works. Then my question is that, yeah, everywhere. Then the question is that, are they actually trained to be anti-human? That's the question I want to ask.
And please, because before we go, I want these people to correct their impression about Nigeria police. Let me tell you, if motor jam you, na motor they go still carry you go hospital. There's nothing you can do. We still need Nigeria police. We can reform them as we can reform other aspects, as we can reform custom, as we can reform Nigerian soldier, as we can reform every other aspect in this country. So also Nigeria police need reformation. And I want to tell you that it's not all the time police kill your people. Police rescue your people as well. Yes, so many times police has rescued people from kidnappers den. So many times police have arrested. If there are so many popular stories of ritual killing from everywhere, and it is police that rescue them. So as police are doing bad, sometimes they are also doing good. So there is nothing you can do, and there is nothing you can say. You cannot throw away bath water with the baby.
But we're talking about adequate professionalism. I think police is a professional job. I don't know whether I'm correct. It's a professional job. People should be able to take career in police. Yeah, and if they take that career, they should be able to be proud that they once served a particular nation as a police officer.
And that's why Benga George is saying to become a policeman in a good system, it requires proper scrutiny and qualifications.
To have qualifications, I agree. To an extent, as we are here today, it's still the police system actually make it possible. But what we are saying is that they should be given what makes them what they are entitled to without any delay or provocation. Yes, because the police should take so much risk. You might not know. In the night, without police in Nigeria, you would have imagined what it would look like at the end of the day.
Taking
So imagine 1 hour without
police. Imagine 1 hour without police in Africa. Don't think about it.
And they are carrying gun, so it's very, very important that they take care of.
All right, I enjoyed this program this morning. Mike, Femi, Onyeze, how can I get your contact? I am a doctor here in London. 3 of you are honest people. All right, there is a number on the comment section. Just reach out to that number. Then you get whatever contacts you want. Thank you so much, Mr. Favor Alexander. Like I said earlier on, there's a number there in the comment section. I can call it for you: 091 2742 0575. I repeat: 091 2742 0575. Reach out to that number and you get anybody's contact. Yeah. All right. You're welcome on the program, Mr. Olai
Good morning,
Adebayo and Mr.
Good morning, Mr. Michael. Good morning, our citizens. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, our lovers and our followers in the diaspora. And mostly, we appreciate you for those who have been showing us love, spending more time with us on this platform, on this channel. We love you, and God love you more. And I pray God will favor you, and all your heart desire be granted unto each and every one of you in Jesus' name.
All right.
Welcome again.
Good morning, the good people of City Stand, watching the City Stand. We really appreciate you. Without you, we can't be here, and without us, I mean, there will be. I mean, we can't be. You can't be there. So we want to thank you. We want to thank us, every one of you, all togetherly. God bless your generation to come. God bless you. God bless every one of you. God bless your generation to come. Thank you for what you've been doing. Keep doing the good things you do. You know how to do.
All right. Kule, you saw the protest that was staged across the nation yesterday.
Yeah.
And what do you think could be done to address the yearnings of these retired police officers?
Yeah, I think you see, it has to go a long way. Number one, I will have even said the solution to Nigerian police is to decentralization of state police. There be state police, because the police we are having, likewise, I mean, if you have seen them in their bad modes, you will not even want to near them any longer. Nigerian police are not friendly. They say police is your friend, but it's the other way around. Why Nigerian police is looking at how it's going to make money from you, and you get to that station, it will just hook onto you and tell you to, I mean, a buffet that you can make money on. And you can see Nigerian police are not well trained. I can say that all over and over again. Why they are not well trained is majority of these people joining police, they are cronies of the politicians that must have worked for them, and they will now tell them, okay, if you want to be a policeman, I think I have the connection to get you a police slot. So they don't train them, they don't let them go through the rudiments of the real policing. And I can tell you, Nigerian police officers, they're supposed to be our friend, but they are our enemy, because I've witnessed. You witnessed one likewise, the other time during the coronavirus. You remember that they came to where we were. COVID-19 lockdown. Yes, they came to where we were because there's no how we can just stay at home for long. Everybody was bored, so we said, okay, let's come out and see what is going on outside and have some one or two drinks. So we got there. What happened when police came? You remember they packed everything. They packed chairs. They packed everybody. And when they got to their station, they didn't pack you. No. You were the one that came. I'm going somewhere. Okay. You came that time. Me, I was telling them I'm not going to pay them shishi. And they were ready for me to the extent one of them came. Say in their village, when a fowl lost, they will look for the fowl. How come I've not called anybody to look for me? I said, yes, I like it that way. Instead of paying police 5,000, 10,000, 12,000, that's how people are paying. I said, I have no money to give to police. Because you people hand, what's it called, salary. And your salary, half of your salary, you spend it on concubine. You are just beating the police. Majority of them, the half of their salary, they spend it on the concubine.
Were you released that day?
You remember you came, they said they don't want journalists. You remember? Said they don't want journalists. The other people came, they said they don't want journalists. The next thing, I was released. I was later released because the guy now said in their village, when a fowl lost, they look for the fowl. How come nobody has come? I said,
very funny.
Very funny people, man. So to me, I've never been their friend fully, because the Nigerian police, they can frustrate your life, and they can, instead of being, when you look at the other police in the other crime in America, in all those, they are friendly people. But Nigerian police, it will carry all his problem on your head when it comes to arrest you on that sort of thing. So thank God I don't fall victim of them. I always go and complain, even so against atrocity anybody committed against me. But when you get there, it's the highest bidder. So I don't have sympathy for police the way they have. Please, they are paying for the demonic they say they are doing to Nigeria.
Wow. Could poor management or poor welfare be responsible for what we are experiencing in the country as regards that institution?
Well, first and
Police.
foremost, permit me to stand on the existing protocol.
Corruption is everywhere. Yeah.
First and foremost, I want to talk about we're talking about the protest
Okay. Yeah.
concerning the retiring Nigerian police who have not received their pensions.
Yeah.
Yesterday, it's being led by Sowore, and we saw the drama and all the action, being led by Sowore and other team yesterday. First and foremost, I want to ask Sowore, when has he become a advocate for Nigerian police? Because before he make that move, he should just sit down and reason very well. Who are these people you want to protest or advocate for? And when you look at the Nigerian police, I would say they have not really done it so well. Though there are a few who are innocent, who are very good and who are courageous. But when you look at the issue of the Nigerian police generally, you wouldn't want to give them any support or any protest for them. First and foremost, I want to address the judiciary system of Nigeria. In a country where the judiciary system is not working, the country is not well structuralized. The database is not working. I think the service of the Nigerian the maximum time you can use as Nigerian police for 36 years. But today, unfortunately, you might find some of them using 45 years in service. You might find some of them using 45 years in service, even more and above. And you question the system, that what is really happening. You go to other ministry as well. You see people of 60 years, 70-something years, 80 years. They don't want to retire. And you now ask that why you wouldn't want to question or query why there is joblessness in Nigeria. The youth as well, they don't want to work. And some will tell you they want to work. They apply, they wrote application. They are not being employed, in several places. Some places where you even go themselves, they use who knows who. Some is even being decided by religious aspects, at a point. So when we look at it from this very aspect, I wouldn't want to say the Nigerian police has done it well in different area. In a country whereby you'll be arrested for nothing, and there will be false allegation on you. You cannot entrust your police as your citizen, as your friend, as your brother. You cannot say, no, I want to confess, I want to open up my hand first person now. That it should be up to me. You see a policeman, you are so afraid of him or her. And when you go to across Nigeria, you see people where they will be selling hard drugs. You see Nigerian police, they will stand there, they will not arrest. And an innocent who is just passing by, they will just stop him or her.
An example is what you faced over the weekend.
Yes.
That was on Saturday.
Yes.
You remember what you faced here?
Where we are just doing an interview, coverage, and somebody just came because he had 1 or 2 shops in the environment, and he is oppressing the masses and innocent people with his fucking change. Because after he injured you, if he take him to police station, he give them 200,000, 500,000 before the case is dead, it's done, and nobody will question such. And unfortunately, he didn't know me. He don't know who I am. I'm just an ordinary Nigerian, just the way it is. But I don't intimidate and I don't oppress the way he does to people. Then I stood there to correct that very nasty action from him. And people felt, who is this person? Is he from a different world? Is he from a different heaven? Did you know this person you are challenging? Because he's oppressing majority of the people in that community with a little change. It's a country whereby we see the truth. We don't tell
how corrupt.
How corrupt. We see the truth and we don't
they know this guy.
And a lot of people know him, and you know that these are media, these are journalists, and it was so bold to challenge the journalists. So you can imagine, even the people in the environment, everybody are saying, run for who? I know the sacrifice I paid to be a Nigerian. So will I be intimidated in my own country, in my community, in my domain, in my environment?
Right,
so when we look at it, we begin to analyze so many I really love this topic, and if I want to really expatiate on this, it really takes so much time. There are so many things to address about this. When the electoral system is not working, the judicial system is not working. You don't know who is 18 years. You don't know who is 45 years. You don't know who is 100 years. They are still claiming 47 years, occupying position in Nigeria. They don't want to retire. They don't want to resign. You can just ask me, how are they being enrolled to Nigerian police force? What are the training being given to them? What are the orientation given to them? You know, this is a system whereby everybody will just bashing under how many months they say they've given a uniform. They have become a Nigerian police, you know, without proper orientation. So if we want to address this issue, it's something that we cannot stop. We cannot just end it all today.
All right, I'm going to judge, but Adebayo, Mr. Principal put the judiciary in his pocket. The IGP should be retired, but Tinubu has kept him there. As long as we have dirty politicians, we will always have a dirty police system.
Let me quickly respond to this message. You see, sometimes we always want to pass blame to the so-called Mr. President. In my own direction, there is you can see these days I really want to address the Mr. President. You don't just hold your hand because you don't want to offend Fulani, you don't want to offend Northerners, you don't want to offend Westerners, you don't want to offend whosoever. God has secured that position for you as a Mr. President. The whole country has voted you there as Mr. President. You should be fearless. You don't have to respect whosoever. You are meant to be respected and you are meant to be afraid of. Whosoever is not performing well under your government should be removed instantly. And if there's any protest him or her want to protest, should come on the air and let Nigeria listen to him. And let's ask him or her, how have you displayed your leadership? What have you delivered in this government? You know, but by now, I don't expect the IG not to have been questioned. Yes, the paymaster, the paymaster the one is meant to attend to Nigerian police. I don't expect them not to be queried. The system of Nigerian police force, I don't expect them not to be queried by now. These are people that need to be summoned. They come and tell us what is really going on. It's not just the police alone. We have them in custom. Some they will see some people's markets. They will demand for an amount that is not, the market is not saving up to that amount for them to go and bring it. Nobody is addressing all this issue. Nobody is doing anything about it. If we want to keep on saying the past government of PDP, their tenure has come and gone. Now, for the kind of respect that has so much for the Mr. President, I know him of his integrity, of intelligence, of high vibrance, and how confident and fearless he is. I don't expect him now that there will be no correction in all this position, in all this sector. You know, you can see what is happening on the street. All of our ladies from age of 16, 17 years have become a prostitute locally, including the housewife. What is going on? The youth does not want to work. All this is not being addressed. The Minister of Agriculture, I keep on addressing him every day. For over, I'm going to 2 years plus now in system. What has he delivered to Nigeria when it comes to feeding, when it comes to agriculture, when it comes to farm? We want to know. The Minister of Transportation, we want to know. The electricity, we want to know. What are all these offices surrounding the Mr. President? What have they done? We don't just pass blame to him. At the time, we also pass blame to him. You know, but we are passing my own blame to the Mr. President now. He should not respect whosoever. Whosoever is not doing it well should be called to justice.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Akule. In conclusion?
I think I have to go a bit longer here today because I really don't know what is going on in the country any longer, right? Where just an ordinary man will be taking position of police and taking position of the big man, and he cannot even dare touch him. And I can tell you heartedly, the way things are now, the president need to up his game. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu need to up his game because all his appointees, they are not doing him well. They are not doing him well at all. Truth has to be told. I mean, somebody that when I say truth, I'll say the truth wholeheartedly, no matter what that will come with it. And again, the country we are as it is, we don't love ourselves. Nigerians don't love themselves as it is. And I can tell you, the civil servants, likewise, I think my brother, we were conversing together now, and I'm telling him wholeheartedly, the civil servants are part of the problem of Nigerians. Actually, you could see what happened to Minor. What happened to what's it called? What happened to their funds? Pension fund. The guy went on and he saw the demolishing, the disgracing and civil servants we have that are so corrupt, and might now capitalize on that and to make their pension fund. And I can tell you heartedly, the Nigeria we have now, the president If it is going to do any other thing, let him decentralize the police, number one, because police force as you have in them, right? When you decentralize the police, you have the state police. Any police that misbehave, you will know where his father house is. It's closer to you already, not police that they will detach from Abuja and come to Lagos. You won't know the identity. They will start misbehaving. You see, I'm so tired of this country, and I can tell you heartedly, we will not relent, because we remember what we went through the High BP Must Go, in which it was Ebony magazine that revealed all the secrets of IBB. The IBB have bought everything with our money in France. Have taken our money to France to buy everything that is portable in France. And when the whole thing leaked and everybody went viral and protests came on, and we were arrested after the protest, we were beaten severely. So I can tell when people are saying, what have I contributed into Nigerian space? I have done a lot, and I will still keep doing a lot. Still crying out. When we see the wrong thing, we have to say it. Then congratulations to Mr. What's it called? That's the father, the uncle of Davido. I'm talking of Deji Adeleke, the father and the uncle that's just joined APC. I think they are bringing a lot of additional progressive to the states. That's the Deji. No, the what's it called? This the one in the governor now. The governor Ademola has joined APC. He's moving. His body language is moving down. Yes, definitely.
Lawmakers in the states
they've gone ahead. Yeah, you want to know the body language of Adeleke than me? I know them in and out. So you understand the body language. So it's almost one leg out, one leg in. Congratulations to you. I mean, let's Osun. I've been proud. Osun is proud of you, and we just celebrate you.
All right, thank you so much. Mr. John,
Yeah,
morning.
sir.
How are you doing?
It's been a long time.
Mr. Vincent, how are you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Michael. Good morning, our highly revered viewers, global viewers across the globe. Good morning, Nigeria.
Mr. John, welcome on the
Good
program.
morning, our viewers.
All right, you saw what happened yesterday. We couldn't discuss it on the program. You were not okay. You were here, but there was no time for you to analyze on that. Can we see the APC government, swing into action concerning what happened yesterday, even if other administration failed?
You see, let me first of all start from here. You see, when you check the events that have come up as regards, I know that you are talking in relation to what happened yesterday, the police protest,
Yeah.
pension, whatever.
Yeah.
You see, it goes to show that it's a systemic failure. You see, when you look at everything, the templates, I've always said, you see, most of the things I have said on this platform have been vindicated. Because I don't just say things without checking it. I'm a realist. I say it as it is. I don't miss word. You see, I've said it countless number of times on the platform that until we try to rejig the entire template that holds all together as a people, because the template as we currently have it, I mean, I'm talking about the constitution, is not people oriented. There was no plebiscite conducted. There was no plebiscite conducted for you and I to sit down and see how we are going to, how we are going to live together. We are just circumscribed into one entity as a nation by so-called the foreign adventurers and their acolytes in Nigeria here. That is why you continue to explain this kind of absurdities, inanities, arising from all this disequilibrium in the society. And if I were to talk on this police pension reform, it is even a sad commentary on our nation. People that are being paid with a collective patrimony to save life and property, they are just being pedestrian with their job. I cannot a case in point is the one that even happened to me many years back when I used to work in the corporate world. armed robbers invaded my residence, made away with the little cash I had there. And I went to the police station very close by to where we are standing here to lodge a complaint. It was on record. Do you know the day I went there, the police people, you know what they told me? They said there are no vehicles. They didn't come. Yeah, they didn't come. Until after much later, about 3 or 5 days, maybe they now came, they were just asking some kind of questions that are not even, like I cannot even pick 5 or 6 from it. That goes to show. Then, on that same day, and I said, how do they respond to crime? And what are the operational, what demand is being made by the top echelon of that police system of their operational accomplishments? Whenever they are being dished out, okay, these boys go to this certain aspect of the country to go and perform some tasks. Do they really come back to tell them how much of the, to know if they have really accomplished what they set out to do? It's just a sad commentary. That is why you continue to see all these inanities arising. I'm not surprised. Currently, as we have in Nigeria, is over 250 million in terms of population. When you talk about the population index, and you will see that Nigeria, we Nigerians, we are even under police as a people. And whenever they call for recruitment, what are the operational method that is being used to recruit into the system? They use paddy, ethnic and primordial sentiments in enlisting people into a force. Now you and I, they use our tax money to pay. Imagine an ordinary citizen, if a policeman is coming in his way, he have to shove aside. So he has to move from the lane that the policeman is going. We are all afraid. We don't know what will come up from them. You can be robbed for an offense that you never committed. Then that shows how petty our nation has become.
Yeah, Mr. John, I don't know why the government is keeping Nigerian police underpaid. I'm talking about the police officers. Is there any reason for that? Are they just doing that to maintain control over them?
That is it. I can tell you the present police system that we have was inherited from our colonial masters. The whole idea of creating the police by the colonial master was to, oppress and exploit us. And now that we have independence, the same set of crop of leaders that we have, took over the same thing. The idea is to suppress and exploit. You understand? And that is why you will hear of insecurity in a particular place. They deploy very few police. But in a very peaceful place, just because they mention election, they deploy 40,000 police. Because the idea is for their own gain, not for the interest of the people. You understand? Like my brother said, it's a systemic failure over time. And it's unfortunate that this obsolete system that we inherited from the colonial masters will still sustain it. It's very unfortunate. You understand? Even though I pity the police officers who were protesting, I can tell you, yes, I had pity on them. It's an unfortunate situation, where, you see, the policeman represents an average Nigerian. That's just the thing. I can bet you, most of the people who come out to criticize police, if we are given uniform with the same system that we run, they will do the same thing. It is the system. You understand? Until you address the system or you jettison this system, and then let's have a template, like he said. You understand? The world has moved on. It's unfortunate we are still here. Very unfortunate. And that explains why we are just going, it's like Nigeria is like a visual cycle. We are just one place. We are not progressing.
Now, let us look at their demands here. Decent salaries, end police slavery, that's an end to police slavery, pensions for retired officers, dignity for those in uniform. These are their demands. Are their demands too big?
You see, Mike, I will want to tell you one thing. You cannot place something on nothing. You see, the police system, as we currently have it, is a flawed system. In a situation whereby one politician somewhere is going along with about 8, 10 policemen in his convoy or a convoy. Then Nigeria, for crying out loud, when you check the percentages or the indices of the population compared to the police that we have on ground, you see that it cannot go round. When the politicians have already taken the greater chunk of the police personnel to be his or her own guard or security protocol, then you begin to wonder, how do you expect to get any kind of effective policing from that kind of a system? Even aside the politicians, there are ordinary Nigerians that are well worded in terms of cash. They also sought at one time or the other to have police protection. Then how can the news and cranny be adequately covered with such a system? Even criminals agbero also have police protection because he is also doing a dirty work for the politician at the center. Then you begin to say, how can we have an effective police system? As you and I are here now, they're going to let us see anything, any kind of an infraction on our fundamental human rights. And we decide to have a recourse to the police. You will see how our case is going to be treated because we don't have money to dish out. Or they cannot get anything from us. I just cited a scenario when I was Bogut, where I once lived. And the way they treated my case, they said how much I said it was around 20-something thousand or so that they took away from me there. When Nigeria was still a fair better than what we currently have. But to date, I don't know whether until when AJ comes, they will still address that matter. I think that matter has been put to rest.
I asked Mr. Vincent if their demands are too big for government to meet.
Seriously, their demands are not too big. You see, look at the situation of Nigeria and what the policeman face every day. For them to be effective in the discharge of their duty, I am telling you, a whole need to be done in terms of their welfare and salary. If you compare them with their counterpart in other parts of Africa, not even the world, you will see that Nigerian police are highly underpaid. Nigerian police do not have welfare. You understand? And then such a people that you have given AK-47 to, that they can use it for selfish gain. You understand? And then are underpaid in that manner. What do you think would be the result? I remember there was a time in Britain, where crime was the order of the day. They used every means, the police and everything to cut down on crime, and then it keeps growing. They sat down. That is, what we call leaders. What is really, how do we address the problem? They now discovered that the welfare of the people need to be taken care of. They came up with welfareism, where they shoulder part of the responsibilities of the people. You understand? Where you have parent-child benefits. You understand? So crime on its own went down because you shoulder some of my responsibilities, and then why do I need to go and commit crime when my responsibility has been taken away in a way? You understand? So we need to look. Our government are so, I can assure you they know all these things, but this colonialism mentality that they have inherited, is the reason why we are where we are. Where they believe suppress them. If you suppress them, they can't do nothing. And then we continue to run this police system. And it's unfortunate that after being used, now they are crying. After being used. So we need to get involved, ensure that these things. Solomon Arasi, when he was former IG of police, once said that Nigerian police was around 400,000 people. You can imagine a population of 200 plus million. And you have 400 police, you don't have. It's unfortunate. Our survival is by the grace of God. For you to say you have 400 untrained police officers, no technology, you understand? We actually are living by the grace of God. in this country. So I think their welfare should be looked into. Not just the Nigerian police. It's a problem that, you know, most Nigerians are faced with. Survival in Nigeria today, you know, is sometimes you look at how we survive and you wonder how is it happening. It's just God. Okay, they say you are, even let's say you are earning 150,000, a family of four. How do you survive in Nigeria with the rate of inflation? How do you survive? And then most people don't even earn half of that money. You understand? So we need leaders who will think, who will be people, come up with people-friendly policies. You understand?
All right, let me quickly move to the comment section and see what Antnam is saying. They were trying to employ people. Assistant IGMBA said people from the south were not applying, but they are complaining. All right, we move down to another one. Udozi Chima, Mr. John is part of police in Nigeria. If you like, pay new recruits 1 million naira monthly. They won't stop collecting Egunje. So it is part of them.
No. I beg to disagree with that.
What are the reform?
You see, when we say reform, reform comes in many ways. It's not about the remunerating system alone. When you say reform, it takes into cognizance training over time. And the training being given has to tally with what is obtainable in other civilized culture and climes. And when people keep on saying money is not everything, because when you say packaging, how often do they review their operational, their operational commitments? In a given season or quarter, do they really have a kind of a sitting whereby they reflect on the modalities they have used in performing some kind of task in their operational setup? You see, these are some of the things that, again, I want to say now that you see, when you look at our police, as much as I do not like the way they are being treated, but also we have to check the recruitment method. As long as we continue to recruit people into that force using primordial sentiments, we cannot get it right. Because I've always believed that when competence and industry rank ahead of mediocrity,
Okay.
then we'll get things right.
All right. Thank you so much. We need to go on the program this morning. And before I let you go, Mr. Vincent, Mr. K. Odulaja has credited my account with a sum of 50,000 naira, and the money is for you.
Thank you, Mr. K. Odulaja. I really appreciate you. God will bless you, and it will continue. You will continue to grow to greater heights. I've always said that you are an angel that God has sent to also put smile on all these, on smiling faces of Nigerians. And I thank you for that, for doing that. God will continue to enlarge your coast.
All right, Mr. Vincent, that means if you want to achieve that reforms you are preaching, you need to sack all the current police officers in Nigeria. This is coming from Udozi Chima. And here we say goodbye to you, viewers. We'll be back here tomorrow for another interesting edition on the program.
Okay.
Thank you so much, all the viewers. Please, if you're joining us for the first time, if you're watching the program for the first time, subscribe on the channel. Subscribe, and make sure you share to people. Let people know about City Star.
And you see, I believe in one thing in life, and I believe in live and let live. Mr. John here is I like his presentation,
Okay.
and in doing that, please kindly extend 5K to him right now.
All right, thank you so much. All right, I will do that. Okay, I will add. Let me add small thing to that one too.
Thank you,
All right, thank you so much, viewers. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.